We welcome you here to Walter R. Johnson Sports Complex here in September for Friday Night Lights in Libertyville, Illinois. We will be your hosts for tonight. I'm Max Shores, my partner Chathan Nickerson here with me.
Before we get started, I think I speak for myself and Max here. We are absolutely thrilled to have this game broadcasted on Marquee. This is an absolute honor for both of us, and we could not be more excited. And specifically for our Libertyville Wildcats, I think there is no better game to have tonight than against our fierce rivals, the Stevenson Patriots.
Yeah, I think the schedule makers be hard-pressed to find a better game than tonight. We have a great matchup on tap here. The Patriots taking on the Wildcats. Both teams coming into this game 1-1 on the season. Neither team has played anyone in the North Suburban Conference. This is the first week of conference games for high school football. Should be a great one on tap.
Yeah, like you said, first week of conference games. So everyone in the North Suburban Conference, all of our Zion, Warren, the rest of those teams, Lake Forest too, are going to be playing each other. Mundelein also, all going to be playing each other tonight.
Yeah, we have Mundelein coming in also 1-1, taking on the undefeated Zion Benton 2-0 to start the year. Lake Zurich and Waukegan. Lake Zurich 1-1 as well. Waukegan off to a rough start, 0-2 to start the season. Obviously, we got Warren and Lake Forest, both of them 1-1, so we're going to have to see how those North Suburban Conference standings shake up at the end tonight.
Yeah, I know. A little bit of a rare sight. Zion 2-0 leading our conference. Normally don't see that too much. Normally, Lake Forest, Libertyville, Stevenson tend to top out our conference. But, I mean, still early. Anything could change right now. Cats definitely looking to bounce back. They had a pretty rough loss against Naperville North last week, 21-14 in overtime. I mean, watching that game, there were some ups, but I'd say there were definitely more downs for the Wildcats. Their defense played had a super strong performance. They looked amazing out there, but the offense unfortunately could not get it done. They were shut down, really couldn't get anything going through both halves.
Yeah, for sure. We talked to Coach Shack, an assistant coach here for the Libertyville Wildcats. We talked to him the other day. He was saying there was little bits and pieces that they could have emphasized better in practice to get them ready for the Naperville North game, and they just didn't necessarily execute how they wanted to. And they made sure to make those key points in practice to make they are ready for this Stevenson game.
Absolutely. Like you said, we talked with Coach Shack, and one of the things he emphasized that we saw a ton in that Naperville North game was no stupid penalties. Seems like a blunt way of putting it, but unfortunately for the Cats, we definitely saw that a lot on the offensive side of the ball. The false starts, the holdings really hurt them last week. Just unnecessary yards given to Naperville North, and that's where they were able to capitalize. So we really hope we can see the Cats clean it up this week, and honestly, let's go smoke the Patriots, huh?
Yeah, not just that. Cats last week had trouble emphasizing the run early on compared to the Naperville North Huskies. They had about 150 yards on the ground rushing with all of their rushers. William Ello, their leading rusher. Cats were not able to get the ground game going as much as they wanted to. They had Aiden Weaver, had about 60 yards on the ground. Let's see if they can really get going early on here with the run, with the great offensive line they have. We know they have some, in the words of Coach Shack, so 3 big mules up front on the offensive line: Miles Viteski, Sawyer Kapala, and Carson Holmes.
Absolutely. Yeah, you mentioned Aiden Weaver. I mean, he was a name that we were saying all game last week. Like we said, the Cats had a ton of offensive struggles, really struggled putting the ball through the air, but they were fantastic on the ground with Aiden Weaver. I was super impressed with how he handled the game, and especially when it was tough physical conditions, he rushed incredibly well.
But we're going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Ryder Allen, interviewing quarterback Brady Bunick before the game starts.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Brady Bunick, the quarterback of our Wildcats tonight. Brady, after last week's disappointment against Naperville North, what is the mindset of the team going into this game against our rival Stevenson?
Obviously, mindset's to win, and we've been busting our butts all week, preparing for Stevenson. This is gonna be a good game, good Stevenson defense, and yeah, we're really locked in right now and mentally prepared. And yeah, hopefully we get the win tonight.
100%. Thanks, Brady. Back up to you guys in the box.
We say it every game, but yeah, we definitely love that guy,
Love
Ryder
Allen down there.
Great interview down there. Brady Bunick recently committed to Tennessee, I think just today for baseball pitching. So huge congrats to him. Hopefully he can go out on the gridiron now, lead the Cats to a victory.
And it looks like that the Stevenson Patriots are going to be on offense first. See how this Cats defense can hold up against the Patriots offense.
Pretty low scoring game from the Pats last week. Only were able to put up 10 points in their last game against Wheaton. So they definitely hope to have a more explosive game today.
Yeah, I believe it was 10-7 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Only winning by field goal.
And here we go. The Cats are going to kick it off. Taken out. Makes a few moves before he's brought down by number 5, Ryan Faze, at about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, great tackle by Faze right there, able to not allow the returner to get as much yardage as they would have hoped on that return. Not terrible field position for the Patriots, but not certainly great either.
That was number 22, Brandon Hirsch, on the kick return for the Stevenson Patriots. Aiden Crawley takes the helm for the Pats at QB today. 2 receivers to his right, in motion, hands it off on the sweep, and he's gonna get down to their own 35-yard line. That was number 5,
that was Dylan
Fawcett.
Yeah, you see Fawcett here. They're sending in their receivers in motion already, getting their receivers tapped into the running game already. You see there was a holding on Ryan Faze right there. Faze should have been able to complete the tackle, but refs missed one on that play right there, allowed for Fawcett to get up down the field and make it 2nd and short.
Crawley hands it off, gets about 7 yards there.
Faze on the tackle once again.
That was number 44, Aiden Elliott.
Yeah, we've seen Ryan Faze even just a minute into this game all over the place on the special teams side of the ball and on the defensive side of the ball. You see Elliott right here trying to weave his way through the tackles. Almost lost the football, but Ryan Faze comes up behind him and gets a nice stop.
Yeah, the Stevenson team, super mobile quarterback, runs the ball a lot, but yeah, they're also hand the ball off a lot. So we'll see how that plays out for the Cats. Takes a snap, rolling right, looking across the field, completes it. That is number 22.
Another holding that should have been called
Brandon
right now. Rauerbach got held.
Now,
number 22.
Pat's already rolling into Stevenson, into Wildcat territory past the 50.
Yeah, we thought they were going to be coming in, emphasizing the run early on, but we've seen a bit getting their receivers involved, a bit of a mix of both throwing the ball downfield and emphasizing using your athletic receivers to make plays downfield. We see Fawcett lined up to the left sideline once again.
Crawley takes the snap, hands it off, gets about 10 there, but that is going to come back, I think. Looked like offensive holding. That was number 6, Daniel Lentz.
Yeah.
Personal foul. Shot block, offense. Number 64 and 71. That's a 15-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd down now. They got him for a shot block right there. It's going to make it 2nd and very
Still 1st
long.
down.
Looks like 2nd and 18, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, big momentum killer there for the Pats. They were moving the offense quite well down the field there. That's going to set them back a big amount. Now back in their own territory, they're going to have 1st and long from their own 32.
Yeah, we heard a lot from these assistant coaches and these coaches in the days coming up to this game. Whoever's going to win this game is going to be the one that controls both lines of the football, emphasizing control and dominance in both trenches on both sides of the football. We know Cats have some stars on their offensive line, but they need to be able to stop the Stevenson offensive line from and doing the run early on. We see, yeah, we got, Crawley taking it by himself right there. Not able to get too much. Cats defensive line brings him down for the tackle. You saw 87 right there. We saw 87. That's Zach Becker. We talked to Coach Shack, one of their most important players on offense. He's also an outside linebacker. He's one of the most crucial players for the Stevenson offense.
Crawley over the middle, incomplete. Dylan Dowdy there in the coverage.
Good job by Dowdy right there, able to knock that football loose, not allow, that was Reed Williams, not Dowdy, but not allow Crawley to get that completion.
Stevenson looking at a 3rd and long here.
3rd and very long, 3rd and 23.
2 receivers to the right of Crawley. Takes the snap, looks left, checks it down, incomplete.
Fawcett cannot hold on to the ball.
Was looking for Fawcett there, just drops it. And the Stevenson punt team is gonna come out on the field. Good first possession of the Cats. Able to get the turnover on downs. Number 3, Brock Williams out there to receive the punt for the Cats.
Yeah, Williams so dynamic. He can do it all. He can put his hand in the dirt. Yeah, we just see Fawcett right here, not able to hold on to the ball. Looks like he took his eye off of the ball before he had full possession of the catch. Could not maintain possession. Be 4th and 23. Punt coming up here.
And number 31, Ryan Tarr to kick it away. Williams gets the ball.
Williams
down by
breaks
the
tackle.
40.
Williams stays on his feet.
All the way down to the Stevenson 41. Huge return for Brock Williams, puts the Cats into Stevenson territory already.
Great job by the 5-star right there, breaking a few tackles, getting all the way down past the 40. We see nice block set right there by special teams for the Wildcats right there. But how about Brock Williams breaking a few of those tackles off, getting downfield?
Big there from Williams. This is really going to help the Cats offense. We know they really struggled to stretch the whole field yesterday, so it is really going to help them to start off early in the red zone. Not in the red zone, in Stevenson territory, but at the helm for the Cats, Brady Bunick, starting quarterback. Trevor Wallace started last week. Now Bunick takes over the Cats offense. Bunick, Weaver in the backfield, takes the snap, looks for the screen, looks downfield for Ori. Incomplete. Cats go big on the first play. Ori takes big hit, looks a little shaken up, but is able to get back on his feet.
Another one of those things that those assistant coaches seem to emphasize. As much as they want to emphasize running the football, using those fundamentals, they love throwing the ball downfield, put their foot on the gas pedal early on. We saw a couple shots taken by the Stevenson Patriots offense here. Want to match Patriots sort of energy on this first Wildcats drive.
Absolutely. I think that's exactly what the Cats need. I'm happy they're trying to be aggressive right off rip. Didn't see too much of that last week. Happy they implemented that change. Bunick takes the snap, hands it off to Weaver, moves left, and is swarmed immediately by number 95, Anthony Adams. Great play there from Adams.
Yeah, he was another one of those players that we heard about going into this game. Anthony Adams able to, you'll see here, Bunick hands it off to Weaver. Weaver has no chance. Adams already there in the backfield to wrap Weaver up.
Weaver's so fast and shifty, but couldn't do anything about that one there.
Nope. Brings up 3rd and 13 for the Wildcats on their opening possession.
Ori and Farmakis lined up on the right side. Rohrbach to the left. Weaver in the backfield. Williams goes in motion. And it looks like it is going to be timeout for the Cats.
Before the delay of game, timeout, Libertyville. That's their first timeout.
Cats take the timeout here on 3rd down. Max, what do you think they're going to go to here?
You know, I don't see how they could do anything else but throw the ball to Brock Williams here. You know, he is one of their best players, and obviously that the defense is going to key on him the whole game, but he is one of your top-tier players. He's a 5-star. He's 6'5". He's able to go up, use his athletic ability to go get a jump ball, get that first down for the Wildcats here.
Absolutely. Williams leads the North Suburban Conference in receiving yards, and we saw last week against Naperville North, definitely didn't get as many targets as he probably would have wanted, but when he was getting the ball, contested catches, double coverage, just making spectacular plays. So hopefully they can get him the ball here.
And fun fact, Nick Orey is second in the North Suburban Conference in receiving yards as well.
Dynamic duo. Williams in motion, Weaver in the backfield. Three receivers to his right. Bunick takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking downfield and is swallowed up by the Stevenson defensive line. I mean, like he said in his pregame interview, he knew the Stevenson defense was going to be tough. Already showing, Cats are going to have to show some adversity here. Tough first possession, great field position, but we're not able to capitalize.
You see here, you have Anthony Adams already sending pressure. That's Carson Holmes. He gets past Carson Holmes. Bunick, you know, he has that rushing ability with his legs, but he was no match. 4 guys trying to tackle him down right there. Could not escape the pressure, and it's going to bring up 4th down here, the Wildcats. Punt team coming on.
Zabin to kick it away. Takes a bit of a bad bounce there for the Cats, but it is going to be downed by number 33, Jack Trudelar, at around the Stevenson 26.
Attention Wildcats, Homecoming 2025 is just around the corner, and this year's theme is Passport to Paradise. We have a week full of activities planned, beginning with window painting on Sunday, September 21st, throughout the week, and during Spirit Days and school-wide events. Be sure to join us at the homecoming football game on Friday, September 26th, as we honor our 13 senior court members. Celebration will continue on Saturday the 27th with the homecoming parade and, of course, the dance to close out the week.
Crawley hands it off. Swarmed there by number 88, Logan Tayfeld. Good play there from Tayfeld.
Nice tackle by Tayfeld there to make it 2nd and manageable here for the Patriots. Both teams scoreless about halfway through the first quarter.
Had a feeling this one was going to be another defensive chess match, and it sure looks like it's shaping up to be. Crawley, 2 receivers to his left. Fakes the handoff, takes it himself, but is tackled by many Cats defenders there. Gets about 5 yards on the gain.
Great read by the defense there. Logan Tayfeld in on the tackle once again. Looks like Eric Waldorf as well leads the North Suburban Conference in tackles. Great job by Waldorf and Tayfeld to stop Crawley on that QB run right there.
Crawley, Hirsch in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands off the sweep to Hirsch. He's going to get to the outside and is tackled out of bounds by number 35, Caden Butt. Big play there, but the Pats are going to get the first down.
Yeah, it just looks like some of those Cats defenders were not able to bring Hirsch down right there. You see Waldorf not able to get in the backfield in time. You have Ori trying to go for the tackle right here, playing both defense and offense. Reed Williams as well tries to go in on the tackle, but misses it by a little bit, but doing enough to knock him out of bounds, but still picking up the first down for the Patriots.
Elliott in the backfield for Crawley. Looked like it was a smoked play. Rolling right, tries to get rid of it, and just chucks that ball out of bounds.
Cats sideline looking for a false start there. Official's not going to give him one. Yeah, right there. False start, miscommunication off the offensive line. Rauerbach able to get some early pressure on there, and Crawley just has to throw it away. There's no one there. busted play, looks like.
Yeah, Crawley thought the play was dead, stopped still in his tracks, and had to get rid of that one.
German Club is back. Join Culture Club next Tuesday after school in room 1109 for a craft and candy afternoon.
Crawley, 3 receivers to his right. Elliott in the backfield, rolls right, looking downfield, has nothing open, but in pursuit. Super quick there from Crawley, able to make that a positive gain, what seemed to be a blown up play. Super nifty from Crawley there.
Crawley able, using his legs. Once again, we knew he was mobile coming into this game. Cats having trouble setting the edge early on, allowing Crawley to get outside and just get a few extra yards in that QB run right there. Cats need to focus in on setting the edge and not allowing for him to scramble for a few extra yards. Not able to get the first down though, but it looks like it's gonna be third, about 6, I believe.
Elliott in the backfield, Crawley takes the snap, looks downfield, and is able to complete it to number 87, Zach Becker, and he's still going.
Becker's gonna run it in for a touchdown.
Way for a Patriot touchdown. Huge play from the Pats there. They strike first, 6-0.
Wow.
I mean, Max, like you said, we knew that Zach Becker was going to be a problem for the Cats, and he just showed it on his first reception of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Becker, their tight end, very, very influential player on that offense. You saw Fawcett right there setting a nice block, able to have Becker walk into the end zone basically, and it puts the Stevenson Patriots 7-0 up on the Wildcats.
Cats are going to have to respond here. Stevenson has put together 2 pretty good drives so far. I mean, that first drive obviously points weren't able to come out of it, but they looked super good. And now, right here, huge play to Becker. Touchdown already, 7-0 in the first. How should the Cats respond here, Max?
You know, it's hard to say anything else than responding with a touchdown, you know? Tie the game up early on. Don't let them get out to such big of a lead. You know, able to just keep your foot on the gas pedal. Don't get negative. Don't be pessimistic about this game so far. They're only up 7-0. Respond with the touchdown here. How are you going to get back up on your horse?
Absolutely. I think the Cats need to play aggressively here. I mean, I'm certainly liking what I'm seeing out of the offense so far, but Stevenson's just been able to shut them down. I absolutely think they should be aggressive here. Keep the foot on the gas. Respond with a touchdown. Tie this game. Stevenson to kick off now. Williams and Ori to return. Number 11, Caden Ann to kick it away for the Pats.
Yeah, we know both how explosive both of those players can be, Brock Williams and Nick Ori. Said their names a lot already.
Look like it's going to be Ori to return, fumbles it, takes it out, is at the 15, breaks a few tackles. He is taken down by number 7, Braden O'Hara.
Another one of those silly mistakes we see early on from the Wildcats. Nick Ori not able to hold on to the football on the kick return, sets the Cats up with not so great field position. We're going to have to see how Brady Bunick is going to respond and lead a drive downfield into the black and orange.
I think absolutely they need to play aggressively, but I would also love to see Aiden Weaver get going here. He is super explosive when that ball is in his hands. I think he would be a great kickstart to this Cats offense. Bunick, Williams to his right, Ori to his left. Weaver in the backfield.
Bunick looking for Williams.
Oh, it's going to be intercepted, but there are flags there. I think that is going to be pass interference on the Pats there on Brock Williams.
Yeah, I agree.
Bunick got away with one there.
Yeah.
Super lucky.
Williams knows it too. It's going to be pass interference on the Patriots.
Cats thankfully get to stay on the field, but super risky throw there into double coverage. You know, Brock can sometimes bring those in, but that would have been a bit of a challenge for even him.
Yeah, maybe it's time to get Farmakis and Rauerbach involved in the offense, as well as Nick Ori, quite frankly. We know all three of those receivers. They like to rotate them in and out of the offense, having them be a key part to their success.
There's a live ball foul by each team. Pass interference, defense, number 3. Illegal man, downfield, offense. Those penalties will offset. After the play, dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness against the offense. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced, and the down will count.
Looks like the Cats are going to retain possession, but there was a unnecessary roughness call at the end of that play. I know we didn't see anything from up here, but that's going to set the Cats back 15 yards. So they're going to be deep in their own territory.
Looks like there was a late flag on that play right there.
Yeah.
Near the sideline. Three flags on one play. Wow.
I mean, definitely a negative for the Cats, but really great that they didn't surrender possession to the Patriots there. So they are going to have 2nd and long out of their own end zone.
That would have been catastrophic for the Wildcats here. Not able to get anything going on your second drive and set Stevenson up with great field position as well.
Bunick with Melton and Rohrbach to his left, Farmakis to his right. Gets the snap and hands off, fakes the handoff to Williams, tries to take it himself, and then gets wrapped up. Cat's got to be careful here. I just saw a little bit of a scuffle there on the O-line.
He was flopping.
With another defensive player.
He didn't really get hit. He was flopping.
All right, Cats are going to have 2nd and long here. Bunick able to only pick up 1 or 2. Still haven't seen too much out of Aiden Weaver yet. Just 1 touch as this game's gone on.
Yeah, for sure. They're going to want to get Aiden Weaver involved soon, but it's a bit long for that right now. 2nd and 22, deep in their own territory.
Bunick is rolling right, looking for Ori downfield. He is going to air it out for Ori, just over his head, but there's going to be another flag.
Another flag on the play, late flag in the secondary as well.
Looks like it's going to be pass interference against number 4, Frank Concialdi there on Nick Ori as Bunick was looking for that deep ball.
Pass interference, defense,
yeah,
number
we had
4.
Bunick rolling out right, throws the deep shot to Ori.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
But yeah, no doubt about it, pass
Still
interference on that play right there. Ori definitely had a chance to go up and get the ball, but he was interfered with by number 4. That was Concialdi.
Cats, another big break on penalties there. This one is definitely going to help them move them down the field and give them a fresh set of downs.
Much more manageable than 2nd and 22. That's only 2nd and 7.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 2nd down for the Cats. They did not get a new set of downs. Ori and Charlie Patton stacked together on the right side.
Got Weaver in the backfield again.
Looks like it's going to be a false start there on the Cats.
Lots of flags early on to start this game.
Williams and Melton went into motion there, and then refs threw the flag immediately.
False start, offense, number 60. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Yeah, it looked like that movement from Melton and Williams threw off Alex Nikolic there. Rough penalty, another penalty for the Cats. This drive has been full of them.
It's like as soon as the Cats get a break, they have something that sets them right back. We saw a little bit last week against Naperville North. Yeah. Cats have to overcome that early on before they get too deep in a hole.
Here's Weaver, gets a touch. Only able to get about 3 or 4 yards there. Cats are going to have 3rd and manageable here, but they're going to need to go to the air.
Yeah, most likely. Aiden Weaver able to pick about 4. Is that only his second rush of the game today?
Only second rush of the game for Weaver. Yeah, definitely a big difference from last week. He was getting a ton of touches last week.
Granted, it is only the first quarter, and there's 3 minutes left right now, so it's still very early on. No need to panic.
Williams and Ori lined up on the right side. Weaver in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Bunick looks deep, able to evade some pressure, but then is taken down again by that Stevenson D-line. This is going to be another rough night for the Cats on offense if they can't figure out a way to get something going on offense. All credit to the Stevenson defense here, though. Another big play.
Yeah, you got Adams right here. Gets the pressure on Bunick early on, but the Cats offensive line not able to hold up. Talked with Coach Shack. He was saying that is one of their most, if not the most important parts of a team. If you don't have a good offensive line, you can't win football games, although we know that this Cat offensive line can be good. They just need to get sort of in a groove here.
Cats kick it away. Number 3, John Concialdi to receive. Lets it go out of bounds, and the Pats offense takes the field at around their own 45-yard line.
Girls volleyball is en route to Effingham for the Crossroads Classic after a great week on the court where the Cats opened up North Suburban Conference play with a sweep of Stevenson and knocked off previously undefeated Glenbrook North on the road. Cats are 12-3 and will face off against Ursuline Academy of St. Louis and Champaign Centennial tonight in Effingham. Follow along with the scores on Facebook at LHS Wildcats Volleyball.
Crawley takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Elliott. Quick pass outside, another drop for number 5, Dylan Fawcett. That is the second time we've seen him drop the ball tonight. Tough break for him here. Good break for the Cats, however.
Yeah, we got a couple of those good breaks for the Cats early on here. Fawcett not able to bring it in once again. Ori playing a bit far off from Fawcett. Looks like he was going to wrap that one up pretty quick anyway, though.
Yeah. Crawley, Ellie in the backfield, Fawcett to his left. Sends Hirsch in motion, takes it himself. Super explosive gain there for Crawley. Looks like he's either going to get the first or be just short. Possible penalty marker on the play, however.
Holding, offense, number 87. It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still second down.
Yeah, they're going to get holding on the Patriots right here. I was just wondering, how is Crawley able to get into this Cats secondary so easily on 87? Zach Becker.
I mean, we've seen that a few times already, that QB sneak from Crawley. Cats definitely need to be aware of that, and he's not your average QB. He can definitely move. He moves out there like he's a receiver or a running back. So, I mean, as soon as he gets out of the pocket, he is extremely dangerous. Honestly, a lot more dangerous than when he even is in the pocket. Crawley takes a step. We see it again. QB draw up the middle. Gonna get about 6 yards there. Good stop there from number 52, Jacob Syke.
They're using Crawley so early on here, using his legs on the ground. Makes it about 3rd and 14 for the Patriots.
Syke almost there to knock the ball loose. I don't know if you caught that, but Crawley, good play to hold on to that, but super good tackle from Syke.
Patriots seem to be really wanting to use Crawley in the ground game here in this first quarter. Just over 50 seconds left.
Elliott in the backfield, Hirsch and Fawcett to the left, airs it out for Fawcett. Not able to catch it there, too high. Another target for Fawcett, another incompletion.
Yeah, a bit overthrown for Fawcett right there. Ori was there to possibly knock the ball out anyway. Just a little miscommunication and misplacement of that ball by Crawley. That's one that you would typically see completed, but, you know, pressure on Crawley and coverage by Ori just made it a nice stop for the Wildcats.
We have Caden Ann to boot it away for the Pats. He's going to kick it to Brock Williams once again. Short punt. Gonna land it around the 30. Take a bad hop for Stevenson. Gonna be downed at the Cats' 35-yard line. So Cats are gonna have decent starting field position here. Hopefully try to get something going with 33 seconds left in this first quarter.
Yeah, Cats at least trying to get something on the board. You know, they have their star kicker, Jack Zabin. Went 3 for 3 in their first game against Lamont. I think that he went 100% as well against Naperville North.
Yeah,
if they can just get him in the field goal range, he's a good chance that he can get the Cats on the board here in this first quarter.
Yeah, he does not miss much. Had some super clutch kicks, extra points against Naperville North. We're going to see Trevor Wallace take the field for the first time tonight for the Cats. Wallace, 4 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Rolls right, passes the screen to Ori. Ori gets free, and he is going to be brought down at the Wildcat 45-yard line. About a 6 or 7 yard gain there for the Cats.
Wallace taking the easy pass down to Ori right there. Ori able to make his way around some defenders. Good block by Nikolic right there. Ori able to make it 2nd and 3 for the Wildcats. Clock winding down, however, they're just going to take it into the second quarter. Wallace still under center.
We saw this a lot last week at Naperville North. You know, they switched their quarterbacks in and out. We will be back at the start of this second quarter. We are going to send it to commercial. And we welcome you back. Cats on the field here at around their own 43-yard line. Wallace in the backfield. Hands it off to Gavin Dixon. Gets a good gain there. So right now we have a special guest in the booth with us. Former football announcer for the Cats, Mr. O'Neill, is here to join us.
Hey, thanks for having me, fellas. Appreciate it. You want to get the replay there?
Yeah, we know Dixon was also going to be one of those 2 running backs. Him and Weaver really were going to be those 2 backs to come into the game and just try and get some of those extra yards on 3rd downs right there.
So thanks for letting me join you guys. I appreciate it. You guys make the big time on the Marquee network. And you throw me a few crumbs when we come up here. I appreciate that. Cats got something going for the first time right here, really. Got a couple positive plays.
Absolutely. Wallace, Williams to his left, hands it off to Dixon again, makes a move to the right, getting dragged down by his jersey, and then he is piled on by the Stevenson defense there.
That's an angry run by Gavin Dixon right there if I've ever seen one. He had someone tugging on his jersey, but he kept on pounding at that ground. Looked like he was mad at the ground, to be honest.
Not just somebody. That's Anthony Adams. That's their stud, right? Their stud defensive end, D-tackle, moves around a little bit on the line. And if they can get Dixon moving here, it's really interesting to me how they're going back and forth between quarterbacks. I think that's interesting, and they clearly have different packages in for both of them. And right now they think the package that Trevor is bringing gives him a better advantage against this Patriots D.
Wallace takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Dixon, is rolling left, looks for Williams, tosses it away, nearly intercepted there.
Flag on the pass as well.
Tried to get it away, throw the ball away, but ball could have been intercepted. Flag on the play, however.
Yeah, way away from the play. I wonder if there's a little extracurricular guys coming downfield, getting tangled up.
And now it's one downfield. Number 72. Yeah. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
I'm so excited. So what's it like being big time, fellas? This is, I mean, you're on the Marquee. I gave the Cubs game on yesterday, and now it's you guys.
I know. I mean, I can't believe it. When I heard about it,
pretty remarkable.
I was just absolutely floored. I was super excited. I know Max and I done a bit of announcing. You know, we did basketball, just started up football this year.
We dabble.
And
I mean, declined.
To go from
3rd down,
just announcing for a high school YouTube channel to Marquee Sports Network, I mean, What a huge jump. I mean,
let's
sure.
be careful with just a high school YouTube
Yeah. Wildcat Productions. I know.
The Wildcat
is the
Productions,
top
some
of
would
the
say.
line.
That's true. They are the real
Top
deal.
of the line.
I mean, they
Dan
make our high school
Treptow,
games look pretty professional.
Jack Holland, they do the job.
All
down
of our
there.
great camera crew.
All of the crew, everybody down the very well climate-controlled booth, doing a great job down there.
Yeah. Wallace takes the snap here, looks right. Looks like he's gonna run it, and he is knocked out of bounds by number
short.
87, Zach Becker. Big hit there on Wallace.
It's interesting too. Wallace and Bunick both can use their legs, but they use them in really different ways, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when we see Wallace run, he's rolling out of the pocket, kind of scrambling when he needs to, but Bunick is a super aggressive rusher. He's not afraid to take it down the middle of the field.
A little surprised to see the punting unit come out here for the Cats at this place in the field.
You know, I kind of feel like they're sort of in that no man's land right there, because if you go for it on 4th down, you don't get it. You set Stevenson up with all right field position, got him on the 40.
Yeah.
You punted, it's hard to get it not into the end zone.
Good punt there from Wallace.
Yeah, very good punt right there.
That's gonna pin them inside the 10.
See, and that's why they're coaching on the sideline, and I'm up here in the booth as an assistant, because they obviously made the right call.
I know, when we're watching the game, we always want our Cats to go for it on 4th down, you know, play aggressive. But I think that was, after watching that punt, I think that was the right decision. You know, only a 1-score game, not a huge.
But to add up to what you were saying earlier, Mr. O'Neill, you know, you saw them switching out quarterbacks from drive to drive. We saw that a little bit in the Naperville North game. You know, sometimes they had to switch them out because helmets came off or something like that. But we still saw a bit of kind of like trying to decide who would be the best fit at that moment.
At
Crawley.
that moment, for what the defense is doing, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Quick pass there to Hirsch, and another flag after the play. This game has been riddled with flags, plenty of them after the whistle. Seems like tensions are running high here already. There, Hirsch gets the pass, tackled out of bounds there by Bryce Marabella.
Personal foul. Number 34, defense. Unnecessary roughness. It's a 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run.
Looked
First
like
down.
an unnecessary
Yeah.
roughness
Is
call
that the
there on
third-
Marabella.
Is that the third personal foul the Cats had tonight, fellas?
Yeah, they've had
Something like that.
They've had 3. I mean, there's been one on Stevenson also. This has been, and we know it's a rivalry game, so I'm sure tensions are a little high, but
Bit more
refs are calling a
physical.
tight game. They're calling a tight game. They're not letting anything slide right now. Didn't look like Marabella did too much there after the play, but still got the penalty called.
Yeah, seems like the grass is painted yellow sometimes, how many flags are on the field.
Deep ball there from Crawley, going to be way overshot. Looking for Fawcett there.
Hey, well, I got just one last second here. I want to thank you guys for having me on. Going back to when it was Cat TV, and here we'll see the incomplete pass. Back when it was Cat TV, and then when Mr. Treptow came in and changed it to Wildcat Productions, everybody from Dale Eggert, Tim Budge, Brian Wilcox, Bill Mix, up in the booth here. It's just been awesome, and it's so cool to see this team now getting to celebrate themselves on the Marquee network. So I'm really proud of you guys. I'm really happy for you guys and everybody down there. So great stuff, guys. It's
Thank
awesome.
you so much.
Yeah, thank
It
you.
was
That means
great
a
to
lot.
have you. There, quick slant to Fawcett, makes a move.
Fumble,
Ball's out.
ball's out.
Looks like the Cats are going to recover it.
Recovered the football.
Huge play by Ori, was able to get a fist in there, punch that ball out. Hopefully that is going to give the Cats the momentum they need.
Just as he thought Fawcett was done with his ball troubles, you see, you had Ori knock that ball out right there. Nick
play.
Ori, what a great defensive play. Cats recover the football, set them up at about midfield.
Ori, the right hook to punch it out. Rohrbach piles on it immediately. That was picture perfect from the Cats. You know, we thought it was going to be a big game there from Fawcett, but Cats defense coming up clutch. Brady Bunick and Trevor Wallace on the field right now. Bunick is going to be at the helm.
Wow, don't see that a lot.
Wallace lines up at receiver. Williams in motion. Lines up with Ori on the left side. Bunick takes the snap, looks left for Williams. He's going to roll out of the pocket, looking downfield, just gets the ball away, targeting Ori there, but had to throw it away.
All right, fellas. Well, thank you again for having me on. I'm going to go after that exciting turnover event and just enjoy your guys calling the game. So thanks so much for having me, and let's call a Wildcats winner, huh, fellas?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. We will see you.
Take a look once again. Nick Ori knocking that ball loose, giving the Cats possession of the football. Right now it's 2nd and 10, over 9 minutes to go in the first half. Cats trying to get something on the board.
Bunick still at center. Fakes the pass to Weaver, takes it himself, rushes it up the middle. And there you go. There's a little bit of the example that we were talking about, how Wallace and Bunick definitely use their legs differently. Bunick not afraid to take that QB draw, just ram the ball up the middle, take a few defenders with him.
Yeah, it feels like Wallace only necessarily runs when he needs to, but Bunick not necessarily afraid to put his shoulder down and go right into a guy's chest.
I mean, yeah, he is super fun to watch when he starts running the ball.
3rd and 11 here for the Cats.
Charlie Payton checks into the game. Ori and Payton always lining up on the same side of the field together. Melton along with them, Williams to the right. There we go, QB draw again from Bunick. He is going to get about 6 yards, and there the helmet goes. We were wondering when we were gonna see that. We saw that a bunch of times at Naperville North. Hopefully Bunick is okay here. Looks to be a bit shaken up. Oh no. Oh, he's shaky to get up.
Yeah, wishing the best for him.
I mean, yeah, his helmet comes off a lot. Hopefully he didn't take a shot to the head there. Here we see the replay.
Yeah, he did right there.
Oof.
Looks like a helmet to helmet. Should have been another flag.
Oh, he took an elbow there right at the end. You can see Frank Concialdi just landed on them with that elbow.
Looked like he was limping off the field.
Cats punt team back again. Saban to kick it away. Big punt there. Looks like it's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback.
Had Concialdi back there to try and receive the kick. But
Cats
it's just going to be a touchback.
Are going to take over at their own 25 here. I mean, super promising there from the Cats. Huge defensive play. Again, weren't able to get anything going on offense, unfortunately.
Yeah, as we go into this quick stoppage right here, the Wildcat Historical Association is up and running. Join us every other Tuesday in room 224 to further our mission of preserving, collecting, and sharing Libertyville High School's storied history.
So going into this next possession, I know, Max, we spoke with Coach Shack, and he said big thing that they wanted to limit on this offense is keeping Crawley in the pocket when he's passing. And not sure they've done that too much tonight. He's been able to attack with his legs as he goes deep here for Becker. Oh, come on. That's going to be a PI call there on Bryce Marabella. I mean, he just grazed him with his hands there.
Yeah, just as we were talking about crawling, using his legs, he's going to air it out deep. Doesn't even look like there was much of a pass interference there. Becker just was just slowing down. You hear the boos from the crowd. What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, rightfully so. I mean, this isn't flag football. We see more harder, more physical coverage in the flag games.
Yeah, at very most, he slipped.
That's going to be a big gain there for the Pats. Crawley takes the snap. Trudelar rushes in to Elliott. Slips by. Good rush there from Elliott. Gains about 8 yards there.
Credit to Crawley to fake the pass right there. And looks like a couple of Wildcat defenders got tripped up right there. Elliott able to squeeze between those gaps. Get a 9-yard gain, it looks like, for the Patriots. Reed Williams finally able to bring him down.
Hirsch to the right, Fawcett to the left. Elliott in the backfield. Crawley takes the snap, fakes the handoff, quick pass to Fawcett. There's the slant again. Sure, that'll be good. Motivation, confidence builder there for Fawcett. Finally able to get a complete pass, positive gain. Second time we've seen that out of the Pats tonight.
Yeah, we see Fawcett right there, able to hold on to the football, get a good gain. Meanwhile, Brady Bunick is on the sideline with the trainer on the bench. Looks like he'd be having his shoulder looked at. No, we have Ryder Allen going to an on-field interview.
Crawley airs it out deep. Fawcett beat his man. Oh, brings it in. Yeah, ball was definitely underthrown there by Crawley. Super good adjustment there for Fawcett. Able to bring the ball in. Huge play for Stevenson. Now they are in the Cats' red zone.
Yeah, just detrimental right there. Fawcett somehow able to bring in the football for a catch there. Puts the Patriots, looks like in the red zone. Dangerous territory for the Wildcats. Don't want to go down 2 scores.
Pats driving offense is humming now. Looks like they're going to try to pound the rock in with Elliott. Cuts up, gets down to about the Wildcat 2. So Crawley checks back into the game. I mean, I think they're going to go right back to the run here with Elliott. They are just right on that line. Yeah, sure looks like it.
No reason to not pound the rock
here.
There
we go. The QB sneak up the middle for the touchdown. Bummer. Stevenson puts another 6 on the board. Thought they might go to a little tush-push there, but just takes it in for the QB sneak. Aiden Crawley.
You know, whatever works. You have such an athletic QB in Crawley, able to use his legs, and he just sneaks it into the end zone right there, putting the Cats down 2 scores. Wildcats got to respond here, put some points on the board before halftime. Putting up the extra point. It is up, and it is good.
Yeah, I mean, the Pats are just clearly playing better on offense and defense right now. All aspects of the game, they're just beating the Cats in. So, Cats, I mean, we got 6 minutes left in the half. Going into halftime or even right now, they need to make some adjustments and come out better. Come out with a little bit more on this next possession. They're having opportunities. They're getting opportunities from penalties. They're pushing the ball downfield, but just shooting themselves in the foot and having to give the ball away.
Yeah, it seems like they haven't been able to get much going really with rushing the football or throwing the football, to be honest with you, Chathan. Somehow they're just going to have 1 or 2 big plays to get a spark into this offense, to rejuvenate the offense and get some energy back into this team.
Absolutely.
Down 2 scores.
And I think that spark really needs to come from the offense. You know, the defense is trying to make big plays. You know, they have made big plays already. They did make a big play. Exactly. They have made big plays. Tried to get the energy up, but the offense just couldn't get it going.
Yeah, not able to capitalize.
And, you know, it starts with Wallace and Bunick here. They're going to have to come out. They're going to have to make some big throws, some big runs. Orion Williams to receive the kick from Ann. Looks like it's going to be Ori to catch it. Ori at the 15 cuts up and is brought down at 25-yard line. Number 7, Braden O'Hara makes the final tackle there.
Ori bringing it upfield. Tackled at about the 25, able to break through 1, but tackled at the 25 by number 9, D'Angelo Washington. Washington able to bring him down. Washington already making some big plays on special teams here.
Absolutely, huge tackle.
Wallace in the game at quarterback.
Wallace has got 3 receivers to his right. William bunched up with the O-line. Payton to his left. Weaver in the backfield. Wallace takes the snap, hands it off to Weaver. He bounces to the left side and is taken down immediately there. That was number 99, Sonny Shui.
You're going to see Wallace hand the football off to Weaver here. Weaver tries to get to the outside as quick as possible, but he is not able to get around to the perimeter. He just gets tackled up for a loss of 2, making it 2nd and 12 for the Wildcats. Not a great start. They're going to have to get going pretty soon here with just over 5 minutes left in the half.
Wallace, 3 receivers to his left, right, Ori on his left. Goes to the sideline. Looks like it's going to be a delay a game.
Offense, number 2. That's a 5-yard penalty.
For the Cats.
Still 2nd down.
Just rough. I mean, the offensive struggles are just continuing.
Yeah, and you'd think you wouldn't see too many delay games even at home, but sometimes it just gets the best of you, making it 2nd and 17 for the Wildcats.
Yeah. Need to play aggressively here. Push the tempo a bit. 5:10 left in this half. Wallace takes the snap, rolls right. Looks like he dumped it back off to Aiden Weaver.
Weaver looked like if he stayed up on his feet and broke through one more tackle, he may have been able to taken it past the first down, move the chains on that play, but gets tackled pretty early on. You know, you see Bateski knocking a guy down over Weaver, able to stay on his feet a little bit. If he just got around that tackle, he would have made it maybe a bit 3rd and short, but it brings up 3rd and 14 for Libertyville.
Cats definitely going to the air attack here. Can't hand the ball off again. Wallace takes the snap, looking downfield. He has Ori over the middle, but he's going to go deep to Williams. No pass interference call there.
That's ridiculous.
Wow. Number 13, Abai Atebakov, was in coverage there. Williams, huge contact, knocked him to the ground. But no call there for the Cats.
Cat sideline looking for a call, as well as the student section looking for something. But
I mean, that look was super covered. Wallace had Ori wide open in the middle of the field, was not able to see him. Super unfortunate. And now the Cats have to punt it away again. Pretty short punt.
Concialdi almost drops it.
Makes a man miss, gets to the outside, has a ton of room.
It's gonna be a flag though.
Big return.
Might be coming back for holding.
Yeah. I think it maybe should be coming back for a holding there.
There are multiple flags on the field.
During the return, personal foul. Blindside block, number 8 on the receiving team.
That will come
the
back.
15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 1st down, Stevenson.
Pat's huge return there. Thankfully nullified for the
Knock
Cats
a couple
there by
yards
a block
off
in the
of that
back.
right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that return would have put them deep inside Cats territory. And with the way their offense looked that last drive, that could have been very dangerous. I mean, there's 4 minutes left in this half. Plenty of time for either teams to score right now. I mean, how aggressive do you think Stevenson's going to play it here?
I mean, they might just try and put on no brakes, you know, keep their foot on the pedal. I know I keep saying that a lot here tonight, but that is basically what's happening. You know, Stevenson offense really starting to hum in this first half. 4 minutes left to go. They're going to want to try to knock as much time as possible, but still get into the end zone, make it 21-0. Cats have to get a stop here. I know we've been asking a lot of the Wildcat defense. They've already had some big plays, but if they're going to want to stay in this game, they're going to have to get a stop here on this drive.
Crawley handoff to Elliott, gets a couple there. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I think right now 14-0, manageable for the Cats to come back. I know, you know, they have a whole half of football after this, but 21-0, just the way the Cats offense is looking right now kind of seems insurmountable.
Yeah, not even just insurmountable on the scoreboard wise, but just seems kind of crushing to the players, you know.
Absolutely.
Getting down 21 zip going in to halftime, that would certainly not be good for the Wildcats, not for the mentality or for the score of the game.
Crawley, 2 receivers to his left, Elliott in the backfield. He's gonna fake off the handoff and take it himself. Great read by the defense there. Big play, number 35, Caden Butt, the main contributor on that tackle. Jacob Sick on there too. Yeah, I mean, Stevenson definitely not in a rush right now. They're taking their time moving down the field.
Yeah. You know, they already have knocked off a minute off of this clock. Try and wear down that clock as much as possible, leave as little time as possible for the Wildcats, if any.
Yeah, I think
to try
as it
and put
gets
points on.
closer to the 2-minute warning and pass, I think they might try to play a little bit more aggressively, put the ball in the Cats' territory. I mean, even if they come away with a field goal before the end of this half, that's huge.
Yeah, look out. They're going to try
Crawley
and take a shot here.
deep here. Takes it, brings it down, rushes. He's going to get the first down, knocked out of bounds by Waldorf there.
Just demoralizing for the Wildcats. Crawley able to use his legs once again, escapes the pressure and just runs for another first down. Moves those chains up to about, looks like the 45. A little bit before that.
Yeah, Crawley is just so quick. I mean, they're trying to keep him in the pocket while passing. I mean, you have Tafel going after him. You have Waldorf going after him. Just jets by both of them.
I even see Carson Holmes on that defensive line as well. He's on the offensive line on the other side of the ball, but able to put pressure on Crawley, but he just
Crawley
escapes
takes a
it.
snap, play blown dead immediately.
Delay a game. Offense. Number 5. 5-yard penalty. Number 15.
Finally a delay
5-yard
game
penalty.
against the
Go
Pats
first
there.
down.
We've seen a couple of those tonight, haven't we? But just comparing this to the Naperville North game last week, there was significantly more penalties, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's been a big difference between both games. I mean, the Cats tried to cut down on their penalties, but I mean, tonight it's been just as bad, if not worse. Crawley, 2 receivers to his left, Elliott in the backfield. Looks left for Hirsch. He's gonna take the shot downfield. Hirsch has his man beat, and that ball is caught. Unbelievable, huge play for the Pats. Put another touchdown on the board. As soon as Hirsch beat FaZe down that sideline, it was over. Perfect pass from Crawley. 20-0 Stevenson.
You know, Jason, I don't want to say I jinxed it, but pretty demoralizing for the Cats right here. Going down another score. Not even with 2 minutes left in the half.
I mean, Stevenson is doing to us what we did to them last year, you know.
They got to get something going here on this possession.
Yeah, it is now a necessity for Cats to put a score on the board before this second half starts.
It's up and good. Makes it 21-0 for the Wildcats. Take a look, another look at that deep shot here. See Hirsch beats Ryan FaZe. Ryan FaZe not able to catch up to him. And Hirsch will basically walk into the end zone for a touchdown. You know, Jason, during band camp, the Marching Wildcats raised over $6,600 for the Mothers Trust Foundation, a Lake County charity helping children in emergency situations. Impressive
awesome.
Amount of money raised.
Well, we're going to see our Marching Wildcats very soon at half. Will be a little bit of a gloomy halftime show with these numbers on the scoreboard, unfortunately, but hopefully we'll bring some joy to this game.
See if the Cats can at least get something here.
And to kick it away again. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a squib kick. Weaver's going to sit on it down at the 30-yard line. Wildcats offense to take the field again. Wallace is going to be out there.
Yeah, you said it, Chafin. We got a squib kick right there. Looks like we're just going to have, what is that, Weaver right there. Weaver just takes it down at the 30. Possibly better field position from what it would have been if it was just kicked downfield to one of the two receivers down there.
Yeah, I think the point of that was try to get some more time off the clock, but
yeah,
I mean, plenty of time for the Cats to drive downfield here. Farmakis and Ori to Wallace's left. Dixon in the backfield. Williams to the right. Wallace looks right, quick pass to Williams. Tries to get around. John Concialdi can't do it and is taken down. Small gain there for the Cats.
Yeah, you have Wallace right here. He's already facing pressure from Adams on the edge right there. And you see 3-on-3 right there. Concialdi able to wrap Brock Williams up on that short
Wallace
pass right
rolls
there.
right, flag on the play, chucks it up. Looks like the ball was caught by a Stevenson player, but might have been out of bounds. Don't think there's an interception. Flag in the backfield, however.
Yeah, Patriots calling for an interception. They're saying he caught it.
Holding, offense, number 58. 10-yard penalty, still second down.
It's going to be a holding there on the Cats. Play's going to come back.
Set them back even further.
I mean, each time the Cats go to there, it just seems like so risky. I mean, we've seen a numerous amount of deep plays, and every time it's in this super contested coverage. I mean, all credit to the Pats here. They have played unbelievable on the front line and in the secondary. They've just been shutting down anything the Cats are throwing at them.
And, you know, the thing is, it's not that they can't go to the air. You know, Brock Williams is leading.
Wallace airs it out. No one home.
As I was saying, leading North Suburban Conference in receiving yards,
Yeah.
but it's not like they can't go to the air. It's just haven't been able to find their groove tonight.
Exactly.
Wallace in the backfield already. Doesn't have too much pressure early on, but he launches this football down the field. No one in sight. Looks like we had Lopez trying to get in on the interception, not able to bring it in. And it'll bring, what is that, 3rd and 18, it looks like, for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3rd and long for the Cats. Minute 37 left on the clock in their own territory. Plenty of time for the Pats to get the ball back here and score once again. Wallace sweep to Brock, and he's going to get lit up. Number 95, Anthony Adams on that. And it looks like the Cats are going to take a timeout here.
Try and diversify the offense a little bit.
Timeout.
You have Williams try and cut
Stevenson.
through that gap right there, but Anthony Adams comes through like a bulldozer, trying to wrap that up immediately, not allowing Williams to get much on that run. And the punt team is going to come out very deep infield in their own territory, excuse me.
Tension's running high on the Cats sideline.
Attention skiers and snowboarders. Snowcats' first meeting is Thursday, September 18th, before school at 8:20 in room 006. We'll see you then.
Cats look to punt it away. Zabin, hopefully he can bomb one here
You know,
at his own 5-yard line, but we've seen him do it before.
yeah, but like you were just saying, it's probably too much time on the clock. Stevenson still has a lot of time to make something happen.
Does not get a good hold of
Only
that
about
one.
to midfield.
Flag thrown near Zabin, but ball is down at midfield.
There's a flag on the play.
Flag on the play, we'll see what this is. Looked like Zabin maybe got hit at the end of that.
Holding, number 42, the kicking team. That 10-yard penalty will be added to the end of the kick.
Another holding on the Cats there.
More of those, to quote our assistant coaches, more of those stupid penalties you see.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Cats. Ball would have originally been down at the 50, now at 45. Stevenson already in Cats territory. I mean, you see what they've been doing with the football. They could easily put the ball in the end zone here.
Yeah, their offense is so quick to get energized, so quick to get into the end zone that they still have so much time on the clock, and it sets them up with great field position already in Wildcat territory. Cats need to stop them here with just under 1:15 left in the half.
Here we go, Crawley taken down.
Crawley on the quarterback keeper.
Quickly there, short gain.
Taking the stop for the Wildcats, number 24.
You see once again, Crawley using his legs, able to pound his way for about 4 yards, and he'll bring up second and six, it looks like. Ball is about on the
Timeout.
35.
Stevenson.
Crawley
So second
looks to
timeout
be
of the half.
a little hurt. That is going to be a timeout for the Pats. Crawley looked to be taken down a little bit awkwardly there. His legs kind of buckled underneath him a bit. Saw him limping to the sideline. Hopefully he's okay.
Saw a similar thing happen with Brady Bunick at the end of one of his runs.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's doing all right.
Yeah, speaking of Bunick, I mean, we saw him on the sideline. He was working with a trainer, getting his neck, shoulder area checked out. He looks to be okay now. He's on the sideline. No medical attention, but he has not come back into the game yet. It has been all Trevor Wallace after that injury. Cats D takes the field again. Cannot give up another touchdown here. Absolute necessity. I mean, if this game goes to a 4-score difference, the Cats have not even been able to come close to end zone, really. So if this goes 28-0, it is going to be nearly impossible for the Cats to come back.
Well, Jathan, I think one of the biggest parts that the Cats would have to do to try and get back into this game is just stay positive, you know?
Absolutely.
Don't get too down on yourself. Don't get too hard on yourself. Stay with your teammates. You win as a team and you lose as a team. All right? They need to stay positive, stick with one another, trust one another, and able to make something happen.
We've seen crazier comebacks in high school football. Crawley, big keeper there.
Looks to be fine to me.
Yeah, I think his leg's all right.
Making the stop for the Wildcats.
End
Gains
up being
about
first
10
down.
there. Moves the chains for Stevenson. Dylan Dowdy with the tackle there. Crawley there, keeper up the middle, makes a move. So fast. Crawley looking deep. Oh, great catch there from Zach Becker. That is a super great throw and catch there, executed perfectly. 15 seconds, 14 now left on the clock. They spike the ball. It's gonna stop the clock now, 2nd and 10.
And soon we're going to send you down to our sideline reporter, Ryder.
You know, Ryder let us know he's going to take a break for this one. He's going to let Brady take over for him for this halftime interview. Stevenson looking to punch the ball in one more time. 13.3 left on the clock. They have no timeouts. So they're definitely going to go to the air here. Can't risk a rush, let the clock run down. So I'm sure they're going to take one more shot to the end zone. Another flag.
Delay game. Offense, number 15.
Another delay of
It's a
game
5-yard
call.
penalty.
We've seen that a bunch tonight. That is definitely going to hurt them, though. 5 yards, this portion of the field, huge difference here.
Makes it about 2nd and 15 from the end zone.
Yeah, like I said, they're going to have about, if they can get this pass off quick, maybe they'll have 2 more shots at the end zone before the field goal. But this is definitely going to be a difficult field goal if they can't either get this or put the ball closer. Crawley looking for the end zone, takes the shot, and it's caught.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, perfect executioner.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I mean, that's a great throw there from Crawley. Caught by John Concialdi.
After the delay game, sets the Patriots back a little bit. John Concialdi able to just reach up over the defender and
Ineligible
stick
receiver
his hand.
downfield, number 87. He was covered up and went downfield.
Oh, but it's going to come back.
Oh, wait a
Five-yard
minute
penalty.
now.
Second down.
We have an ineligible receiver downfield. Saves the touchdown.
I will take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, no doubt.
Timeout.
That makes it 2nd 20.
Libertyville.
Oh, man. Huge for the Cats. They could not have let that game go to 28-0, but big break for the Cats there. I mean, with 7.7 left, again, maybe one more shot left at the end zone. I mean, if they pull off a play just like that again, absolutely they can get in the end zone. But, I mean, if they don't get this, it's going to be a bit of a tough field goal, but for sure manageable.
Coming out of the half, I want to see some Wildcat adjustments. Make sure they're able to stop some of those Patriot wide receivers that have been tearing them up so far.
Absolutely.
In this first half.
One of the big things Shaq put focus on when we were speaking to him was limit the big plays. I mean, limit those huge passes downfield, and unfortunately, we've seen a lot of those tonight. Stevenson has that capability, you know, to really push the ball downfield with huge passes and keep it compact with runs from Crawley and Elliott. Looks like Stevenson is going to attempt the field goal. This is going to be number 11, Caden Ann, to take this from about 37 out. That's going to be a false start on the Pats, I think. That would be big. That would really be big. That'll make this pretty. This will make this about a 42-yarder. We'll see what the call is.
Encroachment. Defense.
Oh.
It's a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, and it was not a false start on Stevenson. Encroachment by the Cats. Gonna push Stevenson 5 yards closer. And now this is just gonna be from about 32, I'd say. And lines it up. Takes the snap, puts it down, kick is up, and it is good. Put 24 on the board for Stevenson. We are gonna send it down quick to our sideline reporter, Brady.
Don't forget to buy your 50/50 raffle tickets on sale.
He is gonna be asking a quick question to our LHS coach, but give us a minute. .6 left on the clock here in this half, so Stevenson's gonna boot it away. Cat's gonna have a chance to return it, but unless they can return this, they're not gonna have a shot at too much. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be a squib kick here from Stevenson. Just run that clock out.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if there's still a little bit time on the clock left, if any, that we just see QB Neal from Wallace just send it into halftime, get those adjustments made, and try and be better in the second half.
And to kick it away after his made field goal, Williams Ori to return once again. Squib kick. Ori is gonna get it. Try to make something happen here. Makes a move, gets around a few defenders. Come on, and he's get taken down by Caden Ann just past the 50. Big bummer there for the Cats. Try to get some going. All right, take two. Now we are gonna send it down to our sideline reporter, Brady. Hopefully get a question in with head coach Tim Budge.
Hey, Coach, obviously the QB scramble has been hurting you all night. How is the plan to stop that in the second half?
We're going to talk upstairs. We'll figure out. We have a couple things that we're going to do to try to adjust to that quarterback scramble.
All right, thank you for your time. Back to you guys in the booth.
You know, I'm sure Budge is going to have a lot to talk about with the Cats this halftime.
We're going to turn it over to the marching band, and we'll see you in the other half.
you, marching Wildcats and future Wildcats. As our future Wildcats exit the field, prepare to hoist the colors and set sail as we bring the epic theme to Pirates of the Caribbean to the field. Featuring thunderous drums and swashbuckling brass, this high seas adventure will have you hooked faster than a pirate with a new peg leg. Enjoy this arrangement of Pirates of the Caribbean. Next, get ready to catch a wave as we feature our drumline and classic surf racket, Wipeout. We're gonna need a lifeguard for this one, man. To close out our show, we'll now sail to the islands as the marching Wildcats bring some Maui-sized energy to the field. With rhythms as catchy as a fishhook and grooves smoother than an ocean breeze, this tune is guaranteed to make a splash. From the hit movie Moana, please enjoy You're Welcome. But what's that in the end zone? Oh no! Since 1945, the Marching Wildcats have ended their halftime show by forming our school letters on the field. Please enjoy this 81-year Libertyville High School tradition, the Block LHS. We welcome our future Marching Wildcats back to the field. As they head out to the field, Libertyville fans, on your feet for loyal and true, your LHS fight song. Drum majors, take it away.
We welcome you back here after halftime to Libertyville High School here. Cats in quite a deficit here. Cats down 24-0.
As we wrap up the end of that halftime show, send it back to break.
Illinois.
And now we are officially back here in Libertyville. Cats in quite a deficit here, down 24-0. Chathan, what can the Wildcats do to get back into this game going into the second half?
I mean, it has been super rough out here. I mean, Stevenson is just beating the Cats on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. They've been really spectacular, unfortunately for us. But, I mean, the Cats just have to get something going. It's been kind of a game of momentum, I'd say. When Stevenson starts gaining the momentum, that's when they can really capitalize, really start to put points on the board. And the Cats, unfortunately, have not been able to get any of that offensive momentum. I mean, their defense, like we've stated a few times, has made some big plays in that first half. You know, Nick Rory, a huge fumble, forced a fumble, picked up Rohrbach. Big play there for them, but then Stevenson was just able to completely deflate them.
Broadcasting on the Marquee network. Let your friends and family that couldn't make it tonight.
So Stevenson is going to kick off. Cats are going to receive. Hopefully they can get something going here. At the end of that second half, tensions were high on the Cats sideline. You know, we had players yelling at each other, getting into it with coaches. You know, I mean, it's football. It's going to get emotional, especially against your fierce rival, down 24-0. Really rough for them so far.
Yeah, certainly here. You don't want to be 0-1 starting in the conference play here. Wildcats gonna take it here at about the 30. Gets tackled pretty much at the same spot. That's number 9, Lucas Murphy, who received the kick. And now the Cats offense is going to be coming back onto the field. And it looks like that they are gonna have Trevor Wallace in there at quarterback.
Brady Bunick still not in after that injury where his helmet came off.
Hope he's all right. Wallace in the backfield with Weaver behind them. One receiver to his left. You got Williams and Auerbach to his right. Fakes, hands it off to Weaver. Weaver able to get up the field for a good gain, about 7, I believe. Excuse me, that was a gain of 9. Aiden Weaver able to make it second and short only 1 yard to go to move the chains here on second down.
You know, I really hope they get Weaver going this half. I mean, they didn't really give him a chance. That first half, you know, very different from that Naperville North game when he was getting an insane amount of touches, honestly. He was getting the ball every possession multiple times. Haven't let him get going this game, but I really hope they can get him started up this half.
It almost seemed like they were too eager to throw the football in that first half. Looks like they're probably going to hand it off to Weaver. Once again, Weaver trying to get up, and he does get the first down.
Come on. This is what the Cats need. Really need to get the momentum going. Moving the chains, that's a first down. Keep it going.
You know, you just wonder what type of adjustments were made at half from head coach Tim Budge, as well as assistant coaches, Coach Magnuson, as well as Coach Shack.
And that is only the Cats' second first down in this game today. Wow. Really shows you how much they've been shut down by that Stevenson defense. Wallace
drops back. Wallace facing pressure, launches one downfield, and it'll be out of bounds. Looking for Bodie Rauerbach downfield, and it will be incomplete. 2nd and 10 with 10:50 left to go in the third.
Yeah, I mean, another contested throw. Like you said, like when Wallace has been going to the air, it's been really tough for him to get anything complete because he's forced to make these super tough throws into just really heavy coverage, as we see again.
Yeah, you'll notice Wallace going from facing pressure in the pocket to throwing it in to double coverage. It's not necessarily his fault. He just has to get the ball out.
Yeah, absolutely. Smart play there by getting out of bounds.
Did not want to take a sack. Wallace hands it off to Weaver. Weaver,
come on.
A spark of energy. Weaver stays on his feet. Weaver crossing the field and gets tackled at around the 40-yard line. What a spark of energy from Aiden Weaver.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I love to see Aiden Weaver run. When he gets out in the open field, he is so fast, so explosive, so shifty. I really love watching him play football, and that is a great run from him.
Yeah, get him going, certainly. We saw the great blocking by that offensive line right there. Weaver able to evade that first tackle, essentially going across the field horizontally. Gets it up to about the 40. Wallace in the backfield with Weaver behind him. Once again, Weaver not able to get anything on that play. And it'll bring 2nd and 10, maybe 2nd and 11.
I'm sure the Pats were expecting that one there. You know, Weaver, big run, went back to him, was able to shut down there. Dixon checks into the game now for Weaver.
Was that only third first down for the Cats here tonight? And you know what's remarkable is that last week in their loss against Naperville North, they had more first downs than the Huskies that game, and yet they still lost.
Yeah. Complete flipping of the script here.
Wallace on 2nd and 11, hands it off to Dixon. Dixon not able to get anything.
Yeah, I mean, that Pats D-line is just breaking through so quickly through our O-line. Like you said earlier, I mean, we have a solid O-line. We have some we have some beasts out there. But,
no doubt about it.
I mean, the Stevenson D-line just seems to be breaking him down just so easily. As soon as that ball's handed off, he has 3 guys on him immediately.
Seems like a passing down here for Wallace and the Wildcats. He's got 2 receivers to his left, Williams and Ori, looking caught on the sideline, incomplete on the sideline. Brock Williams could not haul it in. 4th and 12.
Personal foul. Number 95 defense.
There we go. There's a
little
personal foul on Stevenson here.
It's a 15-yard penalty.
Another flag
results
after
in a
the
first
whistle.
down.
That's, I mean, I think we're at 5, maybe more personal
Something
fouls
like
in this game already. Pass there for Williams, just a little bit too low for him to bring in. Had him open, but hey, sticks are moving for the Cats.
Yep. They'll bring up first down, 1st and 10. Seems like the first time all night, really, that the Wildcats have been able to move the ball downfield efficiently. Sure, they had some help from a penalty, but, you know, we really saw that explosive run from Aiden Weaver, maybe sort of energizing this offense.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that penalty is a huge gift. They need to take advantage of it here.
Fakes the handoff to Dixon, gets it to Williams. Williams stays on his feet for a few extra yards, and he'll be tackled at about the 17-yard line, it looks like.
There we go. And I mean, that's just the effect of putting the ball in your best player's hands. You know, that's not a crazy play. That's nothing. That's just a quick screen to him. But the more you have the ball in Brock Williams, you know, Nick Ori, Aiden Weaver's hands, I mean, good things are going to happen.
Dixon tries to get around the edge, cannot get anything Stevenson really doing a phenomenal job at setting the edge around these Libertyville running backs. Dixon will check out of the game for Aiden Weaver. You see on the sideline, Zabin getting ready to kick the field goal if need be.
And we know that Jack Zabin is money. I have absolute confidence that he would just drill this field goal, but it's a 3-score game, and that's saying touchdown 2-point conversion on 3 possessions. So Cats just need to put the ball in the end zone. Looked like there's some movement there.
Wallace looks downfield. Cats sideline looking for a flag. There's not going to be anything there, it doesn't look like.
Pass intended for number 15, Bodie Rohrbach.
Looks like we got a
officials timeout.
Patriots player here.
Calling all students in grades kindergarten through 10th.
Look at the replay here. Wallace rolls right, trying to find Rohrbach. Tight coverage on Rohrbach there. Couldn't get it. Rohrbach definitely wanted that PI call there.
Yeah.
Didn't get it. A lot of contact.
Probably not enough to warrant a pass interference there, but there was definitely some contact.
Sure to sign up on the LHS website today.
We are going to see you guys in a minute. Cats driving right now.
Marcel Prinz, a junior on the coast.
And it looks like the Cats offense is going to stay out on the field. It looks like we got 5 wide receivers on the field for Libertyville. Wallace in the backfield all by himself. Patriots looking like they're going to send pressure. Wallace might have to get this ball out pretty quick. Trevor Wallace looking at the sideline, trying to get the play in. This may be a spot for Brock Williams here, one-on-one. Wallace in the pocket, he throws downfield, and it's caught for a touchdown. Brock Williams puts the Cats on the board.
Like we said, we put the ball in your best player's hands. Good things are going to happen. Williams goes up, makes a super contested catch. Big play for the Cats, finally on the board here. Hopefully that's the spark they needed. That is just a great throw from Trevor Wallace. My goodness.
Great athletic play from Brock Williams right there, able to jump over the defender's head.
Look at the replay here. Wallace drops back in the pocket, has plenty of time to make this throw. Lofts it up there for Williams. Perfect. That's just picture perfect there. That is a perfect throw from Trevor Wallace. Release of emotions there for Williams. I'm sure that one felt good. Finally got one on the Stevenson defense. And it
looks like maybe the touchdown may not have counted.
Wait a minute, nothing.
Wallace in the backfield once again, throws it downfield.
Wait.
Should have been a flag on there. Yeah, there it goes.
There it goes. Okay, so that last play, we didn't see anything from up here on the booth, but there must have been a penalty on the play there. There was a holding there on the offense, and that got drawn back. That is a tough play for the Cats. I mean, we were up here completely celebrating that play, and that just got called back right in front of us. But pass interference, Cats still driving. We see the pass interference there on Weaver. Super clear there. Just knocks him over before he can make a play on that ball.
That's half the distance and results in a first down.
So
it's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Cats. They moved half the distance to the goal line. They got Weaver in the backfield with Wallace. Wallace trying to draw someone off sides with his snap count.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty
here for the Cats. False start
there.
Still
first down.
Thought maybe we got the defense to move, but no, looks like one of our own. Rough. Cats moving back a little bit here. Still first down. Going to be 1st and 15, a little longer now.
Sure. But it's just so demoralizing. You thought they had the touchdown with Brock Williams. It gets taken back.
That's just a heartbreaker.
Got the pass interference on the defense. It's a whole roller coaster of emotions on this drive. Wallace with Weaver in the backfield. Wallace facing pressure already. Wallace launches it downfield. Brock Williams, he catches it for the touchdown once again.
Please let it count this time.
There we go. Touchdown.
Come on.
It's confirmed.
Look at that.
Brock Williams said, want to see me do it again.
Williams puts it on his head the first time. Go right back to him. Same spot in the end zone, and he does it again. Another huge play there from Trevor Wallace. That is another amazing throw.
He's a 5-star for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, that was just great. Great contested coverage. Goes up, gets the ball. Look at the replay here. I mean, you could convince me this was literally the last throw that they just had. But here, single coverage time. Williams goes up and gets it. There we go. Now we have some points on the board.
Officially puts the Cats on the board. Cats looking like they're going to try and go for 2 here. Wallace with Weaver to his left in the backfield. Looks like he handed off to Weaver. Weaver is going to be close. Oh. They're not going to say he gets it.
Going to be just short. Thought maybe he had enough momentum. Push himself over the goal line. Ultimately unable to.
But nevertheless, it's good to get a touchdown on the board for Libertyville.
I mean, yeah, this is the spark they needed. I mean, that is just a great play from Williams. Here we see on the replay on the 2-point conversion, Weaver just swallowed up by that D-line. But yeah, 24-6 now, 18-point deficit. Still a 3-score game, but I mean, this task of, you know, completely coming back has got to be seeming all the more feasible now for the Cats. Finally getting that touchdown, what seemed impossible. But I mean, they put together a pretty solid drive there.
Yeah, all they need was a spark, and that's what they got. All right, we'll see how they build off of this Cats touchdown.
Stop, definitely a necessity now for the Cats.
We saw the adjustments they made to the offense after halftime. Let's see what they do on defense.
Before we kick off, you know, we just saw our marching Wildcats at the halftime show, but they have some big news. Over winter break, they're going to be traveling down to Orlando, Florida to participate in parades, recording sessions at Walt Disney World and Universal Studios. Look for them parades on the 1st and the 2nd of January if you're down in Florida.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
For sure.
Touchback here by Zabin. You know, Stevenson Patriot offense coming onto the field here. Like we said, we got to see some of the adjustments that head coach Tim Budge made to this Wildcats defense. You know, maybe sending a bit more pressure, maybe sending a man to try and specifically cover Crawley against those QB runs.
Yeah, exactly. Like Brady asked Coach at half, like that QB draw had been killing on the whole night. That was basically the only rushing output Stevenson's had. Yeah, and Coach Bud said they were going at the locker room at halftime, talk about it, and really change some things up. So I hope to see that now.
Crawley with Elliott to his right, and it gets slant thrown to Fawcett, and Fawcett brings it in, working against Nick Ori.
Yeah, good route there from Fawcett, quick slant there. We've seen that a few times to him. I mean, good play. Nick Ori, he was all over it, not much he could do. Tried to punch the ball out there at the end, unable to.
And, you know, we've seen that matchup between Fawcett and Nick Ori. You know, Fawcett had a couple catches on him, and Nick Ori forced that fumble out on Fawcett. So so far it's been this back and forth between the two, and we still have a pretty even matchup so far.
Yeah,
Hirsch is going to sprint over to the other side in motion. They're going to hand it off to Crawley's going to keep it. I got faked out on that play. Yeah. Crawley's going to keep it. And he gets about 6 yards. And it's going to be at about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, super good play fake there, as we see on the replay. I mean, everyone, I think, thought he was going to throw that ball to Brandon Hirsch, but keeps it himself, able to get a good gain. I mean, if that ball went to Hirsch, we had guys all over it. So made the smart decision by keeping it there. Good gain.
Two receivers to Crawley's right, but he hands it off to Elliott. It looks like Elliott trying to get up to the first. And it looks like he's going to have a Patriots first down.
Check that, Aiden Elliott.
It looks like Becker is down on the field. Zach Becker.
Officials timeout.
That could be a really huge loss for the Pats if he is not able to come back in this game.
Has a touchdown early on.
Still down on the field.
Well,
while we take this injury break, we'd like to let you guys know this week, I mean, which happened already earlier, our new superintendent was the guest conductor of our national anthem. He was a band student back at Niles West back in the day, and he played baritone in the marching band in euphonium. So with that, we are going to take an injury timeout.
We welcome you back to Libertyville High School. Currently, with 6:06 left in the third quarter, the Patriot offense is driving on the Libertyville Wildcats. The Wildcats sending pressure here. Crawley escapes the pocket. Looking, is that Fawcett? Fawcett makes the catch, but they're going to bring him down pretty quickly here.
Fawcett on the reception.
About a 5-yard gain there for the Pats. Crawley quick to get out of that pocket. Able to roll to his right, complete that throw to Fawcett. We see here, the Cats really wanted to minimize how much Crawley got out of the pocket and through, but he was able to get out right away. Delivers a quick strike to Fawcett. Good movement there.
2nd and 4 on this Patriots drive. Crawley looking on the outside, and it's caught, but he's brought down pretty quickly. It looks like he is going to be brought down by Jacob Sy on the tackle.
Block in the back, number 71, offense. It's a 10-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
It's going to be another penalty on the offense here. Block in the back, certainly. 10-yard penalty, but it'll remain 2nd down, making it 2nd and 14, if I believe.
Yeah. Hurts the Pats. Definitely good for the Wildcats here. I mean, we were looking at a 2nd and short, now a 2nd and pretty long.
Yeah, 2nd and long here for the Stevenson Patriots. Momentum slowed down a little bit by that block in the back penalty. Rauerbach moving on that defensive line. Crawley looking on the outside for Fawcett. Fawcett makes the catch, but he's wrapped up pretty much instantly.
That's a great tackle from Jack Trudelaar. He was all over that. Read the screen immediately and wrapped him up. Fawcett didn't have a chance to go anywhere.
Yeah,
still going to be 3rd and long here for the Patriots. I mean, this is a huge momentum. This is a huge point in the game for the Cats. I mean, a stop here could be absolutely instrumental for the Cats coming back. We see here, throws the screen to Fawcett. Trudelaar immediately on it. Wraps him up. 3rd and long here now.
Kapala as well on that tackle here. Crawley in the pocket looking downfield, and it's going to be caught for a 1st down. It's going to be Fawcett once again. Fawcett working this Cats defense to a T, not able to stop the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great route from Fawcett. I mean, he had Nick Orey lost pretty easily there. Just goes to the outside, just cuts back. Orey was already going in the other direction. He had about 5 yards of separation. Super easy throw there for Crawley to make.
Just as you thought this Cats defense was going somewhere. Patriots just go ahead and get a 1st down.
See the throw to Fawcett. Look at how much separation he has there from Orey.
Crawley looking downfield. The receiver's going deep.
Not again.
And it's going to be
bring it in.
Caught. Oh my goodness. Once again, Hirsch on the catch. Stevenson Patriots beating the Wildcats deep. Brandon Hirsch on the deep reception.
Huge play again from the Pats. I mean, this is the 2nd time we've seen this. Just absolutely airs the ball out. I mean, that's great coverage from Orey. I mean, he's all over him, but I don't think Orey ever saw the ball coming down. No, he's able to readjust.
He gets a hand in the
right
face
under
of Hirsch.
Yeah, I mean, not much you could do there. I think unintentionally a good throw.
Illegal substitution, offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
And an illegal substitution will back the Patriots up 5 yards, making it 1st and 15 in the red zone. Hirsch was trying to sprint off the field as quickly as possible.
One thing you can really give Stevenson credit to throughout this whole game, you know, both teams have been affected by penalties. It's definitely not been just a one-sided game of penalties, but Stevenson, after every penalty, they find a way to bounce back, make that big play, get that 1st down, something Cats have been unable to do. But it's been really shown a lot of resilience tonight.
Crawley has Elliott go in motion, and he launches it. He gets it to Fawcett once again.
Yeah, what a night for Fawcett. I mean, started off super cold, had 2 drops, had a ball punched out, gave up a fumble to the Cats, but he has really bounced back. Going up against the Cats' top corner, Nick Ori, and I mean, he's been battling along with him the whole way, coming out on top in a number of those battles.
Yeah, gets about 4 on this reception here. That was Ryan Faze, not Nick Ori, but still, point stands true.
Yeah, Fawcett back on Ori now.
Elliott moving with Crawley. Crawley looking to try and get into the end zone on his legs, and it looks like he is going to get into the orange and black with just over 2 minutes in this third quarter. Another touchdown for the Stevenson Patriots, and it is 30-6 Stevenson.
I mean, really good stuff there from Crawley. I mean, as much as it hurts for us to watch, that's a great play. I mean, so quick to get out of the pocket, fakes the handoff. I mean, he has guys all over him here. He's able to evade that tackle there from, looks like Carson Holmes. Gets by Waldorf, try to get a hand on him, can't bring him down. There's Tayfeld. There was Reed Williams, gets through all of them. Laces the extra point there.
And you know, that's one of the biggest reasons why Stevenson has such a big lead in this game, using the legs of Crawley to just, if he's facing pressure, he can easily evade, get out of the pocket, and you see just right there, drawn up QB run to get into the end zone.
It's been super good. Crowd definitely expressing their frustration right now. It's been a tough one for the Cats tonight. Stevenson has really put on a good show.
Have Ori and Williams in the back to receive once again. Just had that touchdown caught by Brock Williams in the end zone opening drive out of the half. See if have a little more of that magic happen here on this drive. Just a little bit to go here in the third quarter.
The Cats proved they could do something on offense, but now at this point, down 25, I think it's a matter of time. I mean, you only got about 14 and a half minutes of gameplay left. It's going to be tough for the Cats to do it. Another squib kick.
Yeah, they'll have to score pretty quick here if they want to do something. Brock gets up past the 35 to the 37, it looks like.
Tackle number 51.
Wallace is going to walk out there once again.
Wildcat start first 10, their own 37-yard line.
See the replay. That's another squib kick from Stevenson. They've been utilizing that a lot tonight. Williams, good hands there, able to pick that up. I mean, Cats starting with good field position because of that return. Not a huge return, but because of the squib, they're around their own 36.
Both tight ends, Williams and Melton, on the field here for the Wildcats. Fakes the handoff to Weaver. Looks like he's going to check it down to Melton. Lucas Melton able to get a Cats first down.
It's a great play there. I love that play. I mean, let Wallace kind of get in that play action position, rolls out to the right, able to dump it off to Melton.
Officials timeout.
There's a timeout taken by the officials. Looks like it's because we have injured Patriot down near midfield. Stevenson sideline takes a knee. Hopefully he's okay. We are going to go to break during this injury timeout.
Libertyville Wildcats trying to drive, put some more crooked numbers on the scoreboard here in a pretty big deficit, down 25. Just trying to come back into this game. Wallace in the backfield has Weaver to his left. 2 receivers to his left as well. He'll hand it off, and it does not look like Brock Williams is going to get anything. He'll, in fact, lose yards on this play. Williams visibly frustrated.
Yeah, I mean, The crowd is just screaming at the officials to call for a face mask. We're gonna go to replay here. That tackle made by Sonny Shui. It is handed off to Brock Williams. And there, look at that. Looks like he's just dragging him down by his horse collar. But might be a clean tackle there.
And it'll set the Cats back. It'll be 2nd and 16 for Libertyville here. Might be time to throw the ball downfield a bit more. Wallace in the backfield, moving to his right. Wallace facing pressure already. He'll throw it out, and it'll just be incomplete, out of bounds.
Flag after the play, though, possibly a late hit
Personal
on Wallace
foul.
there.
Roughing the passer.
There we go.
Number 4 in the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot and an automatic first down.
All right, that'll get the Cats downfield a little bit there. But ignoring the penalty there, I mean, Wallace was just absolutely swamped there. Stevenson pressure broke through super quickly, tried to roll right. All his receivers were covered. Another incomplete pass. Got bailed out there by the roughing the passer, moves them down the field.
Yeah, for sure, lucky break for the Cats right there.
In Stevenson territory now. Minute 9 left in this third quarter.
Gonna move Charlie Payton to the other side of the field, switching with Williams. Again, you're seeing that 2 tight end look with Melton and Williams.
Here we go.
Ori and Williams stacked on top of one another. Yeah. Weaver in the backfield directly behind Wallace. Wallace trying to get the play call in from the sideline. Wallace on 1st and 10 at midfield. Cats need another score. Wallace gonna hand it off to Weaver. Weaver trying to get up the field, up the seam, and he's going to get about 4 or 5, I believe.
Solid tackle there from the Pats. Yeah, it looks like they caught Weaver in midair and just brought him down to the ground. He's gonna still be down. Hopefully he's okay.
Officials timeout.
Maybe the wind just got knocked out of him, but yet another injury here in this game. Weaver still down on the ground. Took his helmet off.
I'd like to thank our sideline medical team, our LHS athletic trainers, Megan Hudson.
Trainers going to attend to him, but while we go to that injury timeout, every Thursday here at LHS, we have Model UN. So if you're looking to sharpen your public speaking skills, debate world issues, and have some fun at conferences, join Model UN meeting every Thursday after school in room 218. They have a fun trip to Notre Dame University this fall.
Sounds like a lot of fun. I've heard a lot of great things about Notre Dame, huh?
Yeah. I mean, ton of fun Cats activities, you know. Weaver able to get off the field.
Great son.
Yeah. It's a great sign for the Cats that he's able to walk off. Cats try to regroup here. We have 2nd down. I'm going to guess no Weaver for the remainder of this drive, so going to assume they're going to go to Dixon here. He's going to come in.
Yeah, he's their number 2 guy. Although we saw a bit of Waldorf in the Naperville North game, didn't we? We saw Eric Waldorf in there for a little bit before he went down with some cramps, I think.
Yeah.
Able to come back in on the defensive side of the ball. Didn't see the offensive side again, but.
We see Dixon in the backfield now, though. Charlie Payton checks in again.
Rauerbach on the outside. Wallace with Dixon right behind him. 2nd and 6 for the Cats. Throws it to Payton. Payton makes a move. Not able to get much on that 2nd down play.
I mean, Payton, quick move at first, but he had no front lead blockers out in front of him that Stevenson defense was able to bleed through, take him down pretty quickly.
Only getting about a yard.
See the replay of this. Wallace, quick screen to Payton. Yeah, just no one out there in front of him. Makes the first man miss, Braden O'Hara, but
meanwhile, Wallace throws it downfield, and it's going to be intercepted. Looking for Nick Ori downfield, but it is going to be picked off by Concialdi, number 3, and that's going to do it for the third quarter.
Wall is just, I mean, again, just so much pressure on him. He's just forced to throw that ball up into just super heavy coverage. They finally truly paid for it right now with that interception. You know, they got away with a few of those passes earlier, but we will head to break. Cats down 25.
So coming off of that interception here, it's going to be Stevenson ball in their own territory, deep in their own territory. Hirsch is going to go in motion. They're going to send it off to Hirsch. Hirsch able to get to the outside. Brandon Hirsch able to get a good amount of yardage on that play.
Good gain there from Hirsch. I mean, we've seen him all night. Huge plays, using his wheels, you know, to really torch the Cats' defense.
He's been kind of their gadget guy, it kind of feels like, able
yeah.
to catch some balls downfield, but able to take it in the backfield and run it.
Yeah, I mean, he can do everything out there. Super quick, like we said. Second down and pretty short now for Stevenson.
Some late substitutions into the huddle. It's going to be 2nd and 1 here for the Patriots. Think they might just try and sneak it with Crawley, but it's going to be a false start.
False start, offense. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
Makes it a little bit harder for them to get that first now. Yeah, for the Cats though, I'd say for us looking ahead next week, so now we've entered like officially the conference portion of the season. The rest of the games here on out are all in the NSC conference. So obviously we're playing Stevenson this week. Next week, unfortunately, Max and I will not be with you guys as they're going to be playing away at Lake Zurich.
We're just as sad as you guys are.
So that is going to be a big game. They really need a win. Another conference opponent.
Crawley able to take it on the keeper.
Good tackle there from Williams.
Able to get the first down. He's been there all night long. Able to use his legs, get a first down when they need it most.
Williams there. Good tackle though, because if Crawley broke that edge, he might have been gone.
Yeah.
He's so quick, he's gonna be hard to catch. Williams able to take the right angle there. Knocks him out of bounds.
It looks like we're gonna have Antebekov come into the game late into this huddle. Looks like there's gonna be Elliott in the backfield next to Crawley. Crawley's gonna take the snap. He's gonna hand it off to Elliott. Elliott not able to get much on that short run. Maybe 2, or excuse me, he got 4.
Yeah, super solid tackle there from the Cats. I mean, they were all over that one. Looks like the combination of a few defenders there able to wrap him up and bring him down. Elliott, haven't seen a ton rushing out of him tonight, but Waldorf was all over that one. Sniffed it out immediately, takes him down.
Yeah, good job by Waldorf and Kapala to just wrap Elliott up on the tackle, only allow him to get 4 on the play, making it 2nd and 6. Crawley with Elliott in the backfield again. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to get it to Hirsch. Hirsch on the outside, but there's a flag on the play. It's going to be a Stevenson first down, barring the penalty.
Tackle made there by Ori. Ori seemed to be guarding Hirsch there. Got off Fawcett for a little bit.
Ineligible downfield, number 66 on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still 2nd down.
Pat's moving backwards again. Penalty there. Here's the quick shot out there to Hirsch. Tries to get around Ori, unable to. One thing I've seen a lot out of Ori tonight, whenever he's going for those tackles on receivers, you just see that right hook coming in, always looking to punch that ball out.
He's always trying to make a play.
Always trying to make a play. He's been successful here tonight. Been a couple close calls there for the Pats on other tackles made by him, but Fawcett and Ori matched back up again.
Crawley with 2 receivers to his left. Has Elliott in the backfield. He hands it off to Elliott. Elliott able to break through Wildcat defenders, and he is going to move up through to the defensive line, get about 7 on that play, making it 3rd and 4.
Good move there from Elliott, brought down by Reed Williams.
But it feels like it's been this way all night long. Stevenson gets a penalty, and then they just have someone run it for a first down. They run and go get 7 yards. They get 9 yards, something like that.
I mean, yeah, like we talked about before, they've shown just like a ton of resilience. You know, both teams have been struggling from penalties, but Stevenson has consistently found a way to drag it out of the mud. Another flag here.
It's going to be encroachment.
Encroachment. Defense. 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, defense
That's enough
just
for a first down.
Quick there. Knocked over the center even. And another penalty on the Cats. Moves the chains for Stevenson. First down now at around the 37-yard line.
String of bad breaks here for the Wildcats. Patriots still in the huddle, trying to get the playoff.
Yeah, Stevenson, I mean, up 25 at this point. All they need to do is just milk the clock. Just run this game down. They just can pound the ball now, just run it. Don't need to push any tempo down the field. Should be smooth sailing for them.
Yeah, you're going to see Stevenson trying to just start running down the clock here in this fourth quarter, try and get the game to slow down a little bit.
There was another rush there from number 24, Hayden Huddleston.
Haven't seen much of him tonight. It's mostly been Elliott and Crawley on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely, I'm sure. Stevenson is going to be able to give their guys a lot of touches now, who maybe haven't played too much this game.
Yeah, just drawing down that clock as much as possible. One Stevenson drive has taken off nearly 5 minutes off the clock just in this fourth quarter alone.
Yeah.
You remember Wallace threw that interception late in the third, giving Stevenson the ball in their own territory.
Oh, wow,
Crawley's
really?
going to look downfield for his receiver, and he's going to just be a bit overthrown, and it's going to be incomplete.
He just missed his man there. I mean, that was just a matter of yards. That was Hirsch
looking
again.
for Brandon Hirsch.
I mean,
pass interference. Defense. Number 34. That's
wow,
a 15-yard
penalty.
penalty.
Call there on the Cats again.
That'll be enough for a first down.
I mean, if that's at the spot of the foul, that is going to move them well into Cats territory.
Another bad break for LHS.
Just another tough break there. I mean, I didn't see much of anything
Doesn't
there
look
on
like there was
Marabella.
much contact on there.
I
It
mean,
almost looks like Hirsch ran out of bounds and came back inbounds.
Yeah, I mean, just really not that much there to call, but the refs have been calling a tight game all night, so
Yeah,
any
very
bit of
tight game.
contact is getting called for pass interference here.
Crawley takes the snap, hands it off. That is Daniel Lentz, hands it off to Lentz. Lentz not able to get too much on that play.
Tackle made there by, looks like Reed Williams. Caden Butt there to assist. I mean, Kits defense, I mean, it's going to get super physical for them now. It's just going to be all run plays from Stevenson. They're just going to be running it down the throat of the Cats. Here we see that handoff to Lentz, gets to the outside.
Yeah.
Brought down there by number 35, Caden Butt. He's had a pretty solid game defensively, made a number of individual tackles tonight.
Clock still winding down. Crawley's going to take it himself. He gets, looks like about 2, maybe 3. And again, that clock keeps rolling. Under 6:30 to go in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Cats not calling any timeouts here, just letting the clock run down. There's the QB draw again from Crawley, taking up the middle. Great tackle there from Waldorf and Jacob Sick. Good stuff there, but Crawley again using his legs to hurt the Cats.
Yeah, another minute taken off the clock. Crawley at midfield now. Crawley drops back in the pocket, launches it deep downfield. He's got a man wide open.
Big hit
They have
there.
been beating them deep all night. That is Fawcett knocked out of bounds by Reed Williams.
I mean, yeah, Stevenson is just not taking their foot off the gas. They're really just trying to drive a stake through the heart of the Cats right now. Really sending a message. There's Fawcett again with another deep shot. See here, just a ton of time. There, Trudelar broke through at the end, but he still had plenty of time to get that throw off and just wide open on the sideline. Just
I don't
no
know if
one
that was
on
a
him.
busted coverage, but
yeah,
there's no one on him. He's just running up the sideline by himself.
Fawcett and Hirsch have been their men all night long with those long, deep passes, and he was wide open there.
Lentz in the backfield with Crawley, hands it off to Lentz. Lentz rushing up the seam, only able to get a couple. Looks like a bit of physicality at the end of that play there.
Yeah. So Stevenson now second down, deep in Cats territory. If they, I mean, they could easily score another one right here, but I mean, they don't even need to. Yeah, it doesn't matter much. But I think Stevenson just, yeah, they're not showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas. Really just driving home at this point.
Crawley in the backfield once again. 2nd and 7. Looking to get a little bit further into Wildcats territory. Trying to drain as much clock as possible. Yeah, they got.
Yeah, Crawley's just taking his time, man.
Game clock ahead of the play clock.
All the time in the world for that.
Crawley escapes the pressure by Trudelar. He trips and is going to be brought down.
Dylan Dowdy there on the tackle. But yeah, Crawley, even before the snap or that play, he was able to take a ton of time off that clock. See the replay here. Crawley fakes the handoff to Elliott. Hot pursuit there from the Cats, but finally taken down there by Dowdy, but another gain there for Crawley. 3rd down now for the Pates.
And you saw it before the snap there, just trying to drain every ounce of clock you can possible. Taken almost up the entire 4th quarter. He'll hand it off to Elliott. It looks like Elliott's going to barrel his way down for a couple.
Definitely going to be close to that 1st down marker. Not sure.
He might have gotten it.
May have. Looks like it's going to be 4th down, though.
4th and 1
so,
for the
I
Patriots.
Mean, doesn't really matter what they do here. We see Elliott, solid run, finds the gap. Carson Holmes able to make that tackle. Pats could easily go for it here if they wanted to, just 4th and 1. They don't even need the touchdown, they just need a yard. Would not be surprised if they go to a little QB sneak here, though. Looks like it's going to be a flag, however.
I think they're going to get the Stevenson
false start.
Patriots for a false
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
All right, I think that should seal that, though. Yeah, we see the kicking team coming onto the field.
4th and 6, yeah.
Looks like they're going to go for the field goal. No reason to go for the first now. 4th and 6. Should be Caden Ann.
Ann's been perfect all night long. See if he can add another field goal on to this dominant performance by Stevenson here tonight. Drawing as much clock as possible, and the kick is up. And they're going to say no good.
No good. Looked like the kick was to the right. From up here, that honestly looked right down the tee, but apparently
score will stay the same.
Off to the right. So Cats still trail by 25. Their offense is going to have another go at it here. I mean, I think we can pretty confidently say that Stevenson's going to take this one home now, but what do you think the Cats should do? Final possession, you know, maybe just try to get anything going, maybe some momentum for next week. I don't know, try out some new plays. Not sure.
You know, maybe they just air it out for fun. All right, try and make the score on the scorecard not look as bad. Air it out downfield to your receivers,
Stevenson.
maybe. But
so 1st of the half.
They might just want to get out of here.
Trevor Wallace is going to take the field for the Cats here. Again, said it before, we still have not seen any of Brady Bunick after that injury. Really hoping he's okay, but I wonder if the Cats are just keeping it safe by not putting him back in. He's been up and moving on the sideline, so I don't think he's, at least to my knowledge, I don't think he's super injured, but
you know, he was dealing with an injury during camp before the season, so maybe that's kind of lingering along into this game.
I think it's definitely the right move to keep him on the bench for the rest of this game, not let him risk an injury, you know, especially with that physical type of ball that he plays.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks like we're gonna see the first rep on the field now for number 14 on the Cats, Colin Waddell. Haven't seen anything out of him tonight.
Wallace takes the snap in the backfield, hands it off. Set, hands it off to Weaver. Excuse me, that was Dixon. Gets about 6 on that play.
Another concern about injuries for the Cats. Aiden Weaver, you know, he went down with that play, was able to walk off the field. Saw him getting tended to on the sideline by the trainer. It looked like a rib injury or around the obliques that they were tending to. He looked to be in a bit of pain, but hopefully he will be good to go for next week.
We're starting to see a lot of new Patriots defenders on this field, taking some of their starters out. They hand it to Dixon once again. Dixon able to muscle his way up for a few. Looks like maybe going to be a yard short or so.
Third down now. Cats letting the clock run. This is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Looks like they're going to let it play through, no 2-minute.
Yeah, they're going to have Wallace still in the backfield. New receivers out for the Wildcats as well. Hand it off to Dixon once again. Dixon able to get it up past the first down.
Great run there from Dixon.
Yep.
Able to find some space, move the ball downfield. Some positive yardage there for the Cats. Dixon, one of his longer rushes tonight, gets to the outside. Lead blockers out there. Bateski all the way out there leading his running back.
And you know, Jason, you wonder how much does the injury to Aiden Weaver affect how this offense was run. You know, he had some of those explosive runs to try and get the spark going for this Cats offense, but when he went down, it seemed like the offense was just kind of stagnant a little bit.
I mean, yeah, we know he's such a big part of this offense. Losing him definitely hurts. Dixon's taken down there pretty deftly. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, now you have to look towards next week, I think. I mean, Weaver, like we know, huge part of this offense. If he's potentially down, maybe out for next week, that could be a huge loss for the Cats. Here's another example of how good that Stevenson D-line has been. Look how quickly they are able to break through. Wrap up Dixon, not able to get anything. Tackle made there by number 16, Vyasanand.
Probably just going to hand it off to Dixon here again just to run the clock down, get out of this game, and start looking forward to next week. Go out on the best note you can.
Dixon gets a couple, and that will be the last play of the game. Final score, Stevenson 31, Libertyville 6. And on a night where we were honored to broadcast on Marquee, unfortunately our Cats had a tough game. Super dominant performance from Stevenson. Really impressed with how they played tonight.
We want to give a very special thank you to Marquee Network as well as our Wildcat production crew here at Libertyville. But we're going to send it down to our sideline reporter.
Ollie, Brady Delsbrinsky, and we want to talk about this game. And so, Brady, what do you think the Wildcats need to work on going towards the next game?
Honestly, I think they just need to work on, like, QB contain is the biggest thing. Like, their quarterback, Eden Crowley, just ran all over them. Also, like, down the field receivers just killed us today. Their receivers downfield were always open. I just think they got to work on coverage for next game.
Definitely. Thanks, guys. Thank you for doing this, Brady. Back up to you guys in the box.
Like we said, a huge thanks to our Wildcat Productions crew, the guys behind the scene. They do an amazing job down there. I mean, it is so impressive how they're able to turn this, make it look like really professional production.
Yeah. Once again, a big special thank you to Marquee Network. Next week, Wildcats are at Lake Zurich, and we will see you next time. Next time at home, it will be the 26th versus Mundelein, and we will see you then. Shores and Nickerson signing off.